The things you need to know about WordPress. If you have a WordPress website, you should know these things to keep out of trouble. First of all, WordPress is easily the most common and the most flexible website builder out there. It's a CMS, content management system. It's completely optional. You don't have to use WordPress. There are hundreds of them out there. It's just the one that I use and most SEOs use because of its ability to be customized and flexibility to be agile. I think I said the same thing twice. So if we break it down, we have the domain registration, so the ownership of the actual domain. So it might be GoDaddy, Crazy Domains. We personally use Ventra IP, Synergy Wholesale. That's just a personal choice. You don't have to. Now that is the ownership of the actual domain. It's who owns your number, you're paying Optus or Telstra and whatnot. You can transfer, go from Optus to Telstra, go from Synergy to GoDaddy and vice versa, right? So then you have the hosting setup. Where is the site actually housed? Look at it as where's the house going to be built? You own the land is your ownership. Now where do we construct the house? I also host my websites on Ventra IP, which is Synergy. That's just once again a personal choice. I've got hundreds of sites hosted with them. Great support. So we have the domain registration, we have the hosting, and now we load WordPress onto that hosting. So it's like we own the block of land. Now we're starting to load up our foundations to the house. So WordPress on its own is like a skeleton, right? With WordPress then comes the next layer of hierarchy. It is the theme, which is like so WordPress is like the foundation. The theme is like the skeleton, the structure of the website. And then on top of that is a page builder and a supporting group of plugins. Now, this is all personal choice. There's no wrong or right way to do this. I just lean to the plugins that are most supported, most widely used, and most universal, which minimizes conflicts, crashes, maximizes support. The WordPress that we set up has about 7 premium plugins. Not cheap. Premium plugin is one that you pay a monthly fee for or an annual fee. But what we're actually paying for is time, stability, right? And also when we hand our sites over, that site is somewhat editable by the client. We don't want any of our clients to be tied to us. So when we hand a website over, the tools understandable of what you need to do to change the text, change the image, very basic stuff the client can definitely figure out themselves. No crazy hidden custom code. What happens to a WordPress website when it does not get updated? Similar to what happens to your laptop, computer, a phone when you don't run basic cleanup tools, basic bug cleaners, basic antivirus cleaners. You end up with viruses, things end up running slow, things up getting hacked and crash. Am I literally riding into a storm? I thought today was going to be a great day. So same with WordPress. WordPress on its own requires updates. If not updated, you will get hacked. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And hackings don't happen by someone targeting you. Hackings happen by huge AI bot farms that crawl a site and check for vulnerabilities. So they crawl a site and they see, okay, you're on the old version of WordPress. You have these plugins, they're on the old versions. So these are the vulnerabilities. So then the next round of bots go through and attempt to brute force, right? Guess the password. If you don't have a loginizer or a login blocker, guess what? It's just a matter of time until they guess the password. So you got to limit those attempts, right? That's one plugin. Another plugin that one might be free. Another plugin might hide the login screen of the WordPress admin page. it's normally /admin. We change it to an internal one. So once again, a professional will get around that, but most bots won't. So the next plugin might be the page builder. The page builder is what allows us and the client to make edits quickly. A lot of the time I do not charge extra for edits. Most of the time I don't charge extra for edits. It's not how I don't want to bill for that. It's not something I want to bill for. I'm not an IT company. I don't charge by the hour or anything like that. Don't want to do that. If we do hand the website over, we want to be able to make the edits quickly. We want the client to make edits quickly, so when we hand it over, and so that comes at a cost. The cost is, we personally use Beaver Builder. Elementor is another great one. I think the world's best one is Elementor. We just found Beaver Builder to be far more stable when it comes to speed and cache and stability. We get less crashes, but that's a personal choice. If I've handed a website over to you, you don't have to use my tools. Just know that whatever tools, that plugin that you might not want to resubscribe, you don't have to subscribe it. It's just someone with a little bit of IT knowledge needs to understand, what does that plugin do? It might do the SEO titles and meta descriptions. It might help with indexing. It might do a sitemap. None of those things are really needed if you don't care about showing up on Google or SEO. And that's fine. Some businesses don't. Some businesses just want a business card. In which case I probably shouldn't have built your site in the first place. You probably should have gone to Wix or Squarespace or Weebly or something like that. So the 7 plugins that I personally use for all of our sites, they give us stability, peace of mind, they're supported, they keep the website from crashing, from getting hacked, but it comes at a significant annual cost of maintenance. Once again, if you're not looking for agility from your website, you just want a business card type site, you should just go with a Wix or a Weebly or Squarespace, pay the 20 or 30 bucks a month that they cost, and that's it. You can get a custom coded site, but these days prepare for that to have various issues, and also prepare to pay an arm and a leg when you want to make some edits, make some enhancements, especially when that original WordPress developer or that coder is no longer available. Substantial costs might be incurred there.